Good morning, good evening, good night to whoever is watching this video. Um, this is mainly to address the issue that I've been having with the game itself and just to vent about my problems that I have with the game. Welcome back to another video. This is Purloin or Akari or Ray or whatever you want to know me as. And today we'll be talking about why Intralism isn't as good as it was back then. So there are a lot of things that make this game bad and good at the same time. Firstly, the game was creative. The idea was good. It was original and it looked like a pretty good rhythm game to purchase off the Steam market at that point of time. So most of us know this game from Mirai, who made the Intralism video on the 16th of May 2019. However, at the time, the game was undergoing some DDoS attacks by someone who I shall not name, and thus lots of new players were not able to play the game, and eventually they left because of it. I bought the game on May 17, 2019 after watching the video, and at first I thought it was a pretty fun game to play. For a while the game did quite okay, however there were many bugs in the game and it was not fixed at all, even until now. Some bugs such as multiplayer being too laggy once you exceed 5 players in a room, mostly frame skips in the game, those problems were not fixed at all, even until now. Popular streamers like Bistro MC and Jakats mostly streamed the game and they played it for like a few hours and then stopped because of the number of bugs that the game had. So this led to some debate in the Discord asking the developers to fix it at the time. The developers at the point of time were Oxy949 and Sharp NSK. Sharp NSK was mostly in charge of the community. He would usually live stream on Twitch asking for feedback and the bugs in the game. He would then proceed to tell Oxy about the bugs and the feedback so that Oxy could then implement and fix those things. At the point in time, the best players were RG, Dontas, and Flying Rabbit Unicorn Pig, also known as Frub. There weren't a lot of good players at the time, so it was really easy to get to top 10. Within 1 month or 2 months of playing, I got to top 10 and eventually got to number 1, which lasted for a while because my rank got taken over by IG and a Mania player called Zozo. Soon after, on the 18th of July 2019, drama happened between Sharp NSK and the moderation team and Regulator, also known as one of the best mappers at that time. Sharp NSK was exposed for bringing down other games, and the moderation team was exposed for not really doing a good job. So I couldn't really remember the details that well, but this led to Sharp NSK being kicked out from the development team in Intralism and also resulted in the moderation team disbanding. Due to the moderation disbanding, there wasn't anyone to moderate the maps in the workshop, and maps were not moderated at all until the 9th of October 2019. After the whole drama issue, Oxy949 became the main developer and the only developer for the game. This might not seem as a problem, but it did later on. On the October 9th, 2019, Frostbite and Regulator came up with a new moderation team and invited many people to the team. This was voluntary work and they basically invited those that wanted to join the moderation team so that they could help out in moderating the maps in the workshop. A few of us were invited. For example, I was invited, Kiwi was invited, Eclipse02 was invited, those people that got their names out in the community mostly. For a while, it seemed that the game was recovering from the whole drama issue that happened with Sharp, but there was a bit of a problem with the developer itself. For example, Oxy949, he didn't want anyone else to work on the game, so he was the only developer and he did not read any suggestions and bugs that were posted in the Discord at all. So there were barely any updates besides new maps being added to official, and the game just stayed at where it was. The only major update that the game had was a new point system, which also has many bugs, and he never fixed it until now. So from then on, it was just a dead game. There were no new updates being added to the game, bugs were not fixed, and eventually the game just got worse and worse. And my issue with the game is that the developer is not reading anything and he's just letting the game be. He has stated that he does not want to work on the game anymore and he prefers working on 3D models and such. So I would recommend not buying this game if you want to invest time on it, but if you have some free time that you want to spare, you could give this game a try. The game is not that bad after all, but don't expect your bugs and suggestions to be fixed and implemented, because it's never gonna happen. I would recommend trying out other rhythm games such as Spin Rhythm or Osu if you haven't given it a try, or Eterna. All of them are really good rhythm games that you should try out, and it's much better than Intralism, honestly. So yeah, this game is really not worth buying. The only good thing about this game is the community. I've made a lot of friends in this game, and if Mirai didn't make this video, I don't think any of us would have met each other. So why would anyone listen to my advice? I'm not really sure. As someone that's one of the top players in the game, I feel like this game is really not worth your time, and I feel like you can try investing your time in something else rather than trying to improve in this game. If you have purchased the game, then that's kind of sad, but if you haven't purchased the game, I recommend that you don't. Try out other games and you'll be much better than this game. So yeah, that's it for me. I didn't really cover a lot in this video because mostly I've forgotten the details about it, or I just don't want to say anything about it. So yeah, bye.